Lake Utah and the water babies of Massacre rocks. This is such a strange place. Here are a few member reports. Outside of my hometown of Pocatello, Idaho is a tragic, frightening spot known as Massacre Rocks. Long ago it was the scene of an incredibly awful, sad incident, and nowadays it is the home of ghosts who haunt it because of that incident. When Native Americans inhabited this area, there was a severe famine. It was so intense that the villagers got together and decided that there wasn't enough food to feed any new mouths. As babies were being born, their mothers were forced to take them down to the nearby river and drown them, rather than have them live a life of constant hunger and starvation. Nowadays, these so-called water babies still make their presence known. If you go to the banks of this river and sit for a while in silence, you will begin to hear the unmistakable sound of babies crying. It's supposed to be the spirits of those same babies, looking for their mothers. Water babies of Utah Lake. Utah Lake covers 150 square miles in north-central Utah. It is also the home of a few malevolent creatures whose purpose, it seems, is to antagonize human beings. The Ute Indians told stories of a mysterious race of dwarves who lived in the lake. They referred to them as water babies because of their clever tactics in luring people to their deaths. They would make sounds very reminiscent of crying babies. Concerned people would take off into the lake in an effort to locate and rescue the endangered babies within, only to be dragged down into the depths by the nefarious water babies. If one managed to escape the clutches of these devilish dwarves, they wouldn't be in the clear. A huge, predatorial, man-hating monster also calls Utah Lake home. The first sighting by a European occurred just at the tail end of the Civil War, when a resident reported being chased to the shore by a 30-foot reptile, which then turned around, joined another huge beast, and swam off. Shortly after, a different man claimed to see a huge reptile with the head of a dog patrolling the waters of the lake. In 1870, some fishermen found a large, strange skull with tusks protruding from it in the water. Sightings occurred steadily throughout the late 1800s through the 1920s, when they died down. Be careful around Lake Utah. From beasts to beastly babies, it's quite the threatening body of water. Stay paranoid, my friends.